The final leaks for Jujutsu Kaisen have came out today, and I'm just gonna say this right off the bat. I am not happy with the ending, as many people aren't. I'm not gonna start saying Jujutsu Kaisen is straight up ass. No, it's not. It is a great anime with a great story, and everything else about Jujutsu Kaisen was just amazing. However, the ending just was not it. Like, I've seen a lot of people mention this, how Gege is trying to base the ending like off at AOT with how the cycle never ends, right? I just don't see it working as well as AOT, because with AOT, right, there's only one finger left of Sukuna's, which honestly, okay, I just kind of did a little loophole there. With one Sukuna finger, you can make a bunch more, if you think about it. Like if Sukuna, if you get lucky enough, and Sukuna ends up in your body, well, unlucky enough and Sukuna ends up in your body, then well, he can just make more. However, you've got the fact that Yuji only got that lucky because he had a finger with him when he was born. There's a theory around that, like Kenjaku had a finger and Yuji was born with it, already ingested in his body. So there's that theory. But anyway, we're not gonna get on that. The ending, in my opinion, was not the best. I would give the ending around a 6. We still need it for the rest of the chapter to come out. We've only got 5 pages out of the 11. We still don't know who the Mystery Calling Games player is, but all we know is that they're kind of irrelevant. This chapter is basically just filler. It's just showing what's gonna happen now. Well, not really what's gonna happen now. It's just literally them going on one final short mission. There's no fighting. It's literally just talking. As far as I know, it's basically just them going up to a Calling Game player and be like, "Yo, sorry, but to end the break it to you, but the Calling Games is kind of over." And we still don't know who it is. It's gonna be just some random cursed user just on there, just a bit lost, and that's basically how the manga is gonna conclude, unfortunately. But I must say, Jujutsu Kaisen has been a masterpiece. Not as good as Attack on Titan. No, don't get me started. However, Jujutsu Kaisen has been seriously a really entertaining story to watch unfold. I loved the characters, right? I loved the backstories of the characters. I still hear how Sukuna didn't give up. That's the only problem I think with Jujutsu Kaisen and how it ended so soon. There's still so many plot holes in the story that are never not going to get explained because the story's over. Unless Gege obviously is going to start a part 2 and slowly explain all those parts, or just somehow explain them on his own, which I don't think are going to happen because they're really complicated. You've got the fact that no one is mentioning Gojo's death. Gojo was in the last chapter, and he's talking about heartbreaks, if I remember correctly. However, the thing is, he's not actually mentioned directly. He's in a flashback, but last time he was mentioned was, I think, whenever Yuta's on about it being in his body. But that's again just a flashback of whenever they were training. Gojo is not directly mentioned for so long and will now no longer be mentioned, unfortunately enough. And then you have the fact that Nanami also didn't have a funeral or anything, which is still also really stupid. And especially with the fact that Yuji was such a huge fan of him. And you have Gojo as well. Yuji looked up to Gojo and Nanami together, and yet neither of them are getting anything in, as a memory of them, right? And then you also have Sukuna, right? He died, right? Obviously, everyone knows this. Sukuna died. He lost against Yuji and all of Jujutsu High. However, did he deserve to die? I mean, I feel like one way or another, if there would be a part 2, Sukuna would have a comeback. I feel like he wouldn't be the main villain. Maybe he'd be a side arc or just an arc, a tiny arc. But he wouldn't be the main villain, obviously, as, all the people like Yuji. Okay, the ending, if you already know, was just showing the final Sukuna finger, right? And this finger, right? If it's consumed and the person is so unlucky enough to actually be Sukuna's vessel, that's still one finger. Yuji and all can take that on any day of the week now. If Yuji managed to, with help, defeat Hainara Sukuna, who has 4 arms, a domain expansion, his like technique fully completed, it's safe to say, you know, they're gonna win. Sukuna has no chance. He'll hide. He'll run. But although I'm sad enough that Jujutsu Kaisen has come to an end, I feel like it's reasonable that it has. Because what are they really going to keep going with? Yeah, there's plot holes to be explained, but I feel like you can do that without creating a whole nother part. Maybe like a spin-off, like a short spin-off like Jujutsu Kaisen, which is just going over some stuff that has been left out. But apart from that, I don't see the need for a part 2. It's only people that are wanting more JJK content, which they will get over the years whenever the anime starts to roll out after being animated, because we already know that that the anime itself, season 3, is coming in around 2025 to 2026. That is the confirmed rollout, and we just need to wait. That's all we need, to be patient until it does happen. So in my opinion, I gave Jujutsu Kaisen a good old 9.5 out of 10, and that's mainly because if I didn't like the ending, but people are seriously obviously gonna disagree with me, which is fine. I don't really care. I mean, there's also still people are gonna disagree with me, but there's still hundreds of thousands of people that agree with me. So either way, Jujutsu Kaisen was still a amazing story to follow. And yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't know why. I mean, I wanted to be first. I wanted to be first to make a video about the ending. So, hope you all enjoyed. See ya.